Hey guys, Freyedegg here with Sweaty Pixels, coming at you with another Orcs Must Die Let's Play. We're doing the bridge nightmare mode. This is going to be my last video to complete my entire Orcs Must Die nightmare 5 skull slash high score series. If that's a thing. But yeah, so starting off, go right for the Steel Weaver. So you get that extra 66% from trap kills. We're going to barricade off this side. We want to funnel them down just one hallway. So we're going to run back over here, put our grinder, tar pit, and barricade, and get down our brimstone and spike trap and arrow wall. Let's get some early on combos. Yeah, alright, so got all that stuff on a spring trap. That's not so much for the orcs, but that's going to be for the ogres that are coming in round 3. So, and the first round's quick. Second round we're going to have sappers. So, and we're also working towards getting overcoiled springs first before we try to get archers. Because round 3 we're going to have 2 fire ogres, and the easiest way I like to deal with them is to let the springs just fling them back. So, and we're actually going to have a second wave of sappers come, so I'm going to try to deal with them a little bit before I run back over. And it seems that the when sappers do show up, the first wave tends to run for you, and it seems like the second wave wants to just go for barricades and or go like wait for your rift or something. Because they don't chase me, and for some reason that second wave they just want to go blow up barricades, and that stays true, I believe, for the entire map. Okay, so round 3 you're gonna have a fire ogre on each side, and right now I'm trying to bolster my money because I want to have enough coins to buy a second spring trap, but I ended up I don't really need it. Where the one ends up working out good enough for now until I'm able to buy 2. That guy got flung back, so now I got my second spring trap, so we're solid on ogre defense right now, and just trying to keep our lightning going and comboing as much of the stuff as I can. So, and we're going to focus most of our money from here on out on trying to get upgraded archers, and we have it. We now have them. And this is going to be our first round with flyers. And flyers on this stage aren't really that problematic. They do pose somewhat of a challenge actually later on in the round. I mean, in all the rounds, like round 12, the very last round, they gave me some trouble anyways. But that could be, you know, if someone were to put more archers in the back by the rift, they could probably not really have an issue like I did. But anyways, I always try to you know, start dealing with these guys, you know, when they're still far away from the rift. This way you have the most time to deal with them. You don't want to just focus on dealing with them right when they're back over here and they're very close. And I'm going to end up putting a couple sets of archers on either side here to kind of guard these hallways. And I'm going to try. I want to sell those barricades and move them back. So I have this cockamamie idea to put spring traps to keep the sappers from blowing up my barricades, and it doesn't really work that good. it wastes money. Maybe if you set the barricades back a ways more in the hallway, like far enough away from the spring trap to where, you know, they have, but I don't know. The way I did it with those spring traps over there, it doesn't really pan out, and I end up getting a lot of barricades blowing up and still having to waste money on them. This stage would be great if you could avoid having these barricades altogether, but it'd be fairly difficult to have to deal with both sides and then 2 sides of flyers and not having barricades. I think would make the stage almost impossible. But So probably gonna start putting put some archers here to help out. This side doesn't need as many archers right here at the rift because the archers I put down right here to shoot at my orcs, they will also shoot at the flyers above. So the side that needs the most archers is the opposite side. So I'm gonna try to soften up these guys early on in the round, just because I can regen my mana before the orcs show up. Still be able to cast my lightning cloud. And yeah, we're at this point we're pretty much in cruise control. Only thing we need to worry about is maybe putting some more spring traps here and just keep on building archers. And really the only thing worrisome on this map still is only sappers. They're the only they're the only thing that really will throw a curveball at you. So just be mindful when they show up. You want to try to make sure you're out in front near the spawning doors at the beginning of each round, so if they start running out, you can start shooting at them and trying to deal with them. I know they come in round 12 and I want to say 11. So yeah, just try to just be looking for them at the start of each round and see if they're running out, so you can go shoot them. Yeah, so that whole trap deal where I'm like, oh yeah, they're not going to be able to get to my barricades, they still do. So it's fail on my part, very fail. Alright, so there's some, okay, we're round 7, we have sappers. And they're blowing up my barricades on the opposite side where I just put the elaborate spring trap defense thing and didn't do anything. Simply ran over them and blew them up. So now I have to go kill these guys and I have to put more barricades over here. It sucks. It's wasting, number one, wasting time that I could be, just focusing on killing stuff by my kill box and generating combos, and now I have to spend money to rebuild all those barricades. So kind of sucks. This isn't a very easy stage. We'll say that. And now we have ogres, I believe. If it's on both sides or not, but I'm hanging out over here because I know I want to put our barricade up, and I do that, and probably run away to go fill up my life. Some new decorations. Yes, no? Yes. I'm gonna fill my life up real quick, top it off. And the other downside to having those springs over there is the orcs and even some ogres are gonna get kind of caught in a loop over there where they normally path up onto that stair landing, and just to come over this way they normally path up there, and it creates a loop where they just walk up onto that landing, gets sprung back, and then walk up onto the landing and do it again. So I have to go run over there and kill the orcs, and I have to like kite the ogre over to my kill box to kill him, try to combo on him. So I think this is, yeah, it's happening right now, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I got some orcs, that are stuck. My ogre is also stuck. So I have to kite him back. So this is kind of annoying. If you get too far, they run away, and you have to run back. So yeah, I think even it's good to show you guys some of the some of the things not to do. So I mean that's why I'm leaving this video as is, because I want you guys to see, alright, that was kind of a as there might have been some good thought behind it, but the execution wasn't there. So, and I wanted you guys to see that, just in case you guys may ever think of doing something similar. It definitely, something needs to change with that. So it could possibly work if you recess the barricades back further down the hallway, but the way it is now, it creates more problems. I'd rather just have them blow up my barricades and not have wasted 2,000 coin on spring traps. So, and now you gotta go help with the flyers. Put an archer. So like I said, this is always going to be your weaker side because you're going to have, well, at least the way I've done it, I have less archers over here because I have my kill box over there, so I have more archers. And I don't know, am I fully upgraded? No, I took the jagged steel. I do have an arrow wall there, so I will get that bleed effect from the arrow wall, and I might even get that from the grinder. I'm not sure. I mean, there are spikes on it. Maybe it could count as a piercing trap. I'm not sure. But yeah, I always try to get that jagged steel to hopefully get that extra combo point because that's supposed to add a bleed, and a bleed's supposed to add a combo point. So I think that times 7 was like my best combo on this stage. It's not. I personally know I've gotten better on this stage, but for some reason this playthrough just was not. Things just were not going my way. I mean, I gotta come over here and deal with these orcs and this ogre and get him back over, and it's a pain in the ass. This guy, I think it takes me like a couple 5 tries to get this guy to come back over to my kill box because he just keeps on running away. And he's very annoying. I get him almost all the way here, and then he runs away. Like, where'd you go? Oh, I'm running back. Oh, let's go get him again. Stupid. Yeah, so this is, like I was telling you guys, this is why the whole spring traps over there is not the best idea. I mean, perhaps, like I was saying, there might be a way to do it where it's not as stupid as this is, but the way it is now, it's very stupid, and I would not recommend it. But I may try it again and like recess the barricades back down that hall quite a bit, and maybe load up the first 4 tiles in that hallway with spring traps, so any sappers that run in there should get flung back, and maybe this way the orcs won't try to go in there and they'll just path across or something. I don't know. Just gotta trial and error, that's all. Trial and error. And hey, look, they blew up my barricades. It's awesome. Great. And this is where I start running into some trouble because I had to come over here and mess around with this, try to get some money real quick to rebuild these barricades. And meanwhile, I got sappers running around. I almost die because there's sappers everywhere. And I'm not focusing on combos at my kill box at all. My archers are starting to get overwhelmed with the little flyer guys. I got these guys coming in. Alright, cool, ogres, let me get some combos, and like, it's just not happening. Oh, times 7, woohoo. Times 6, I mean, I usually, with a setup like this, I'm usually getting times 8 on ogres and times 9s. So I'm a little ashamed of this run, but whatever. Blowing on my barricades. This is the last round. I'm not sure there's any more sappers. I hate sappers. Lots of ogres coming. Ogres aren't really a problem as long as everything's being funneled over here, because I do have all these spring traps. So, although it does start getting clogged up in here, I start having some ogres get pretty deep into my spring traps, and they're just sitting there, and I think they actually hit me a couple times. But what are you gonna do? It happens. The problem is, like, you see right there, I had 2 fire. Yeah, I had 2 fire for 1 ogre, and then so that just kind of, that took one out of the game. So when the next ogre entered, those 2 were already fired, and only 1 had just fired. Still had 1 to make him fly back. But anyways, so here we go. We're getting overwhelmed by flyers. My archers are dying. Gotta act fast. Go help out. Don't let anyone get in the rift. Right now we still have a perfect rift, and we killed him. Do a little dance, and see how we score. I did not beat my previous score, I know that much. I did not, however, this is not a bad score. I think I'm off my old score by about 20k, 15k, yeah, okay. So, but that score should probably land you in the top 25, I would say, you know, if you follow this. But thanks for watching, guys.